Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to a Discovery edition of The Final Cut, and got one for you today. This dropped a few weeks ago, finally getting to review it. Sorry for the delay on it, but we're talking about the physical 4K Ultra HD release of Lee Cronin's The Mummy. Now, if you heard it all on Patreon or also some podcasts that I've been on or whatnot, this film was a little bit more miss than hit for me. The Mummy was. It didn't quite feel like a Mummy film, felt more like an Evil Dead film. You know, I did like a lot of the gore and some other things with it, so it's kind of middle of the road for me. But I was still excited to see what they did with this physical release. I know it kind of got mixed reviews as well. And it being Lee Cronin, a lot of people said, hey, this is another Evil Dead film in disguise, And if you watched it, you could see a lot of those type of elements in it, especially with our creepy title character, who I did enjoy her performance quite a bit. And man, we'll get to it in a little bit that's on this disc, but what about this 4K Ultra HD release? Is it worth picking up, especially if you're a fan of the movie? Well, let's get a closer look and find out, shall we? Now, as far as the look goes, this is a wonderful art design that they did for this. Putting a matte black finish, but all the gold stuff is in reflection. That's all reflective, and that's just so cool. I love the color palette that they chose for the theme for this release. It just looks so sharp and creepy. It does. It stands out. They put some work into it. And yeah, I love when they mix the matte and the reflectiveness, because it just adds something to it. And especially that you've also got the characters in there that are glowing. It's not just the title and what in gold instead of silver at top, 4K Ultra HD. So I really enjoy that design. And on the side, the Mummy sticks out. Lee Cronin's in small font. That's okay. The Mummy, you'll know which one you're picking off of the shelf, right? And on the back of it, yeah, we have still more reflectiveness, not just in the 4K instructions, but some of the font, the trim in there, and the wording as well. So I really dig this slipcover art and design that they did for this. So as far as the regular goes, we do have similar artwork in here for this release, though we don't have the reflectiveness in there at all, except for the plastic sheen. But unfortunately, you don't have that. The Mummy's in smaller font here. That's why I kind of like slipcases, because those do sometimes, have a little bit bigger print and they're easier to see in the stack of movies that we have on a shelf. And then on the front, yeah, it's in black, and the 4K Ultra HD there is in normal standard silver, so that's interesting. There is a digital code with this 4K Ultra HD release that's good till September 30th, 2028. So you got a couple of years. So inside, we do have our digital code in here. And the Mummy, they put a little bit of extra work into the disc. There's a wonderful, scuffing and dirtying of the disc, kind of giving it that kind of ancient feel. So it's not just a flat black color with the title on there. So I do like that disc art in here as well, that they put at least a little bit effort into it instead of just doing like a one solid color. So I did enjoy that. Now, as far as the extras that we have on here, actually, we've got some pretty interesting extras, I thought. As far as that goes, we first have not a lot, but still interesting ones. So we have the making of Lee Cronin's The Mummy. It's about 11 minutes long, and it tells you basically that basic press package you get with interviews of the cast and the director and that, and making the film, what fun it was, the sets, which they did design a number of very cool sets, and kind of a top level PR type press package that you would see maybe on a channel or like before a movie showing for a special feature type of thing. Not a bad thing at all. Well put together for sure, and gets to show you some of the interesting behind the scenes stuff they did with the stunts and the rigging and that. So I did enjoy that quite a bit, and a little bit of the story of how some of the folks got involved. And then a bloody and grotesque spectacle. 7 minutes 48 seconds. As you imagine, this is about the gross and disgusting special effects they did in here, which are plentiful. The practical gore, the vomit, the other fluids that they had featured in this film, the grotesque makeup, all of that is featured in here and how they did that. And I found that really interesting. There was a couple of fun stories. I love when they interview the effects guys and they talk about how they need to make something like a vomit or something, you know, and what it actually tastes like. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool and interesting. And then the final, the second last special feature we have in here is Producing Possession and Ancient Demons. It's 5 minutes 42 seconds, and that's where Lee Cronin goes into how he made the mythology in this film, the spirit of the mummy that he came up with, the ritualism, all of that, the influences for that. You know, he did what he came up with, you know, and that I thought showed you the creative process and showed you what he had in mind for this, and why maybe it also explains a little bit why this doesn't feel so much like a regular mummy film and more like it deserves to be within Lee Cronin's Evil Dead universe. So there is some insight there. And then there's deleted scenes. There's 10 minutes of the deleted scenes in here, and you can see why they're deleted. They don't really add too much to it. In fact, I think they would have bogged down the film a bit. So I can see definitely why they deleted them. And as with every deleted scene, once they delete one scene, especially if it's for part of a subplot, they have to delete the other scenes. And so you can just see why they did what they did there. The transfer of the Mummy movie itself looks gorgeous. All of its grotesqueness popping off of the screen, as you might imagine. So yeah, I mean, this isn't a bad release at all. The amount of extras on here, about a half hour, is about standard, but at the same time, they're well put together. Very little repeats in those features, which I do always enjoy. And yeah, so if you're a fan of this, you will want to pick it up. I think it's worth it, especially in the 4K, so you can get all of those wonderful practical effects in all of their grotesque glory. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, bells and whistles, and all that here. I appreciate everything that you folks have done to support us over the 20 years we have been here. So thank you so much, and until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.